Present.
Councilman Cardini,
Present.
Supervisor Keating,
Present.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Present.
Councilwoman Martin,
Present.
Supervisor Keating, Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have no preliminary matters this evening. Moving on to regular business, correction and adoption of minutes from the September 19th, 2018 meeting. Councilwoman Martin.
I had an opportunity to go over the board meeting from September 19th, and I found no errors, so I moved to make a motion to accept the minutes as printed. I second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 2 under regular business, consideration of all fund bills. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Yes, I had the opportunity to review the bills, found no errors, so I'd like to make a motion to approve the bills in the amount of $125,231.17.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, moving on to item number 3, correspondence. We have correspondence from the Zoning Board of Appeals. All the board members received a copy, and that's been filed. Moving on to item number 4, and under new business, request from the floor. I will open up the floor. Okay. No comment. I will close the floor. Item number 2 under new business, application for use of facility for the community Halloween party. Councilwoman Martin.
Thank you, Supervisor. We received an application for use of facility for a nonpartisan Halloween party and trunk or treat by Barbara Moore for October 26th. Hours of operation would be from 4 to 9. It is a 4-H children's party. Set up for 4 p.m., take down at 8 p.m., using the line shelter, bathroom facilities, town hall, community room with kitchen, and parking lot for the trunk or treat. I move to accept this application. Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 3 under new business, application for use of facility from the North Boston Volunteer Fire Company. Councilman Cardini.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. We received a application for use of facility from the North Boston Volunteer Fire Company. They would like to use the town hall community room with kitchen, town park, the Lions Shelter, bathroom facilities. On setup is July 11th, 2019. Takedown is July 15th, 2019. This is a fundraiser. They've also requested parking. They will be serving alcohol. It is a public event, and I make a motion that we accept this application for use of facility.
I'll second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 4 under new business, we have the 2019 tentative budget, which myself and the bookkeeper filed with the town clerk, and she is presented to the town board this evening. So while that is a tentative budget, that is still up for review and discussion until it's adopted on November 7th. Item number 5 under new business, schedule a public hearing. This is for the 2019 preliminary budget. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I will read this notice so that everybody is aware. Notice is hereby given that the tentative budget of the town of Boston for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2019 has been completed and filed in the office of the town clerk, where it is available for inspection by any interested person during regular business hours. Further notice is hereby given that the Town of Boston Board will hold a public hearing and review said preliminary budget at the Town Hall at 8500 Boston State Road at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Prevailing Time on October 17th, 2018, and such hearing, and at such hearing, any person may be heard or for or against the preliminary budget as compiled or any items contained therein. Pursuant to Section 103 of Town Law, the proposed salaries of the following elected town officers are: Supervisor, $63,708. Town Clerk, $46,350. Councilman, $8,500. Superintendent of Highways, $67,602. Town Justice, $18,547. An exemption report is available. So I make a motion to schedule the, why is my brain, the public hearing.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 6 under new business tonight is Resolution 2018-42, which is the Justice Court Assistance Program. Councilwoman Lukacek.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Resolution number 2018-42, the Justice Court Assistant Program, whereas the Justice Court Assistance Program was established by New York State Legislature as an ongoing vehicle by which the state can assist towns and villages in the operation of their justice courts. It's entertaining applications for the Justice Court Assistance Program with an October 11, 2018 deadline, whereas the grant may be used for variety of purposes, including but not limited to the acquisition of computer equipment, office equipment, furniture, and security measures for the Justice Court and Court Office. I make a motion that we approve Resolution number 2018-42, Justice Court Assistance Program.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 7 under new business, we have Resolution 2018-43, unpaid water bills. Councilman Cardicchini.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. We have this resolution pursuant to New York State Town Law. Unpaid water bills may be collected using the methods for enforcement and collection of unpaid town taxes or assessment for special improvements. I make a motion that we pass this resolution 2018-43.
I second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 5 tonight, we have no old business. But after old business, there are 2 items that actually came up that did not make the agenda. The first one, I would actually like to make a motion to pass, or to accept the resolution. New York State has adopted or passed a law and requires all municipalities to provide sexual harassment training, or requires all municipalities to provide sexual harassment training, have a sexual harassment policy, and then also a form that is on file, with the municipality. So there's a resolution that, and I apologize, part of the reason that this is late, it wasn't actually on behalf of the town, is actually that we actually copied a lot of the language in the policy that anybody can certainly review. The draft template came out from the state late, so it did not make the timelines for the agenda. But it has to be adopted by October 9th, which is the reason that we're doing it in this fashion. So first off, I want to make a motion to open up a vote to pass our sexual harassment policy, Resolution 2018-44.
I'd second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Please, with the approval of opening, or approving that, I want to make a motion to approve Town of Boston Resolution 2018-44, which is adopting a written sexual harassment policy, which again, if any resident or anyone would like to review that policy, it certainly would be on file with both my office and the town clerk's office. I make a motion to approve that resolution.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, one other item that did not make the agenda tonight is actually for a generator for the highway department. There's been a little bit of discussion at the town board meetings regarding the highway generator. A little bit of back history on the generator. The last windstorm, early spring, that a lot of us experienced a power outage up until Saturday at midnight was the estimated total restoration. The highway barn had lost a generator. We had to bring in a temporary generator. But myself, and actually with the help of Senator Pat Gallup and the town of Boston, we were able to secure a DASNY grant that would cover that. We just received the package roughly about a week and a half ago, but there are strict guidelines and requirements that need to be met when it pertains to these types of grants. So a town cannot pre-acquire or start a project without the state finally approving it. Again, we're of course on the brink of fall and winter and snow. I certainly don't want to, hold up the highway department any more than they already have been. So we have a bid that's off the state bid list. This is for a Generac generator for the highway barn, which will replace the one that's failed. The total amount of this bid is $3,191.00. But I want to make a motion to go ahead and approve this bid so we can start this work for the highway barn.
A second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Carnegie,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ryder.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, thank you very much. All right, I'll move on to item number 6, reports and presentations. Town clerk.
Okay, thank you. The 2019 tentative budget has been presented to the town board. Also, even though I am not the tax collector for the school taxes, the concern for the town of Boston residents that I have is that they know that those taxes are due without penalty October 15th. And so please reference your tax bill to see the proper town clerk where your payment needs to be made to. The deer management permit deadline was on October 1st, so there are no DMPs available at this time. If there are additional ones available, the DEC will let me know, and that will be the end of October or the beginning of November. Also with the DEC, New York will have their annual youth big game hunt weekend. That is Columbus Day weekend, and that is for eligible junior hunters that can hunt with an experienced licensed adult hunter. The Visiting Nurses Association will have the flu shot clinic here at the town hall on Friday, October 12th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here in the courtroom. And that is all I have.
Okay, thank you very much. Highway superintendent.
Yes, thank you. I'd like to report that all the town roads have been mowed at least 3-4 times this summer, and we're pretty much wrapped up with our mowing for the year. Shoulder work, we've been working on some of the shoulders along the edge of the road where it needed some gravel, and we're pretty much in good shape with all that. Men have been working on some of the plow trucks, doing some maintenance on the plow trucks. Brush pickup started on October 1st, and it's going quite well. We'll probably be finished by the end of this week or beginning of next week. We have wood chips available. Leaf pickup will probably start towards the end of the month, and we'll have leaves available at that time. Other than that, over the past month or so, we did some paving work on Valley Circle Lane. We repaved the whole road down there. That turned out really nice. So I think that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Attorney for the town.
No update for the body.
Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Yes, would like to make sure that everybody is aware that the Boston Fire Company is going to be holding a trunk or treat and open house on October the 27th, commencing at 10 a.m. and finishing at 3 p.m. And that's all for right now.
Okay, thank you very much. Councilman Carnegie.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. We submitted the fire contracts to the fire companies for 2019. They're currently reviewing, and we look forward to meeting with those folks in the near future. The library is having a gala fundraiser on October 19th from 6 to 8 p.m. That's Friday night. They're gonna have food and beverages, live music, basket raffle, and door prizes. Kids are encouraged to dress up in Halloween costumes, and there'll be prizes for that as well. So come out and support the local library. That's all I have tonight.
All right, thank you very much. Councilwoman Lukacek.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The planning board next meeting is scheduled for October 9th. The code committee is scheduled to meet October 18th. That's all I have for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Hart.
Yes, thank you Supervisor. Our LEAF event from the Conservancy Advisory Committee went off very well, despite the horrible weather. We had a couple new people sign up to help with the committee, and our next meeting is October 22nd at 7 p.m. We did change them to the fourth Monday of each month, so if anybody's interested in joining, come on out.
Okay, thank you very much. I just have a couple things to report tonight. One thing I did want to bring out to the public, actually it's going to go up, something I'm going to put out on the town Facebook page and website. Other surrounding municipalities have a system called Code Red. With the past storms that our town has experienced, through Facebook feedback, phone calls that have come in, people have requested, some kind of a system that would notify them of whether it's a power outage or other scenarios that could happen in the town. Code Red can be used for a lot of different things. It can be used for an emergency component, or it could also be used as a notification, such as let's say there's a public hearing at a town hall, and that system works off of a reverse 911 dialer type system. The price point has actually come down since it was last discussed a few years ago by the board, and anyway, we're still exploring it. I'll probably have it added onto the agenda for next week's meeting. But if anybody would like any information on it, I do have a bunch of different flyers and PDF documents regarding the Code Red system. I've met with myself and actually Councilman Cardicchini. We've met with the fire departments. They're certainly on board with this. Some of the interesting things that it can do, I guess one example I could use is, let's say if there's down power lines on Boston State Road, the people that have access, you can drop a pin almost like they're using Google Maps, and then drag out and create what's called a geofence. So now if you have a smartphone or a phone that can pick up on this geofencing technology, as you're approaching that area, if you set, let's say, a mile radius, as you're approaching that area, it would state that Boston State Road at this particular location, appears to need to use a landmark location, is shut down. That would keep the emergency services personnel, or even, let's say, for the highway superintendent, he could even, the town could explore the option of using that if he's paving a road, if a particular road is going to be shut down or down to one lane. There's a multitude of different uses for this, but again, it's been an ask. The price point has come down. I think it's something very beneficial to the community. I've spoken to other supervisors and mayors of different townships through some of my meetings. They have it on their website. Again, if people have questions about it, there's a lot behind the scenes that does go into this system. But again, I want to get this out to the public and let them know that this is something that the town board is officially working on for the public. And so that's Code Red. The fire contracts, the fire contracts are due. Those were sent out to all the fire departments, so they're rebidding them as we speak. We're just we'll convene at another time to go over the contracts and get those taken care of for this year. And then, of course, the budget, that's been the biggest component of what I've been working on for the past few weeks. But outside of that, that's all I have for tonight. So that being said, I will make a motion to close the meeting.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.